Good morning, everyone. This is Highlander 58. It's Saturday, July 9th, 2016, and I'm in the town of Kent, Connecticut, just under 1,500 miles on the Appalachian Trail. And I come to you today to make an announcement, a decision I have made, and that is to turn my through hike into a section hike. I could have just said that I got off the trail for personal reasons and left it at that, but I feel that I should explain to all of you who've been on this journey with me why I made this decision. And to some, it may come as a disappointment. To some, may upset some, but the majority of you that have been following me on this journey, it's a hike, but to me it was a journey, will get it and understand. When I started to plan this hike over a year ago, even then it was never about just to get to Katahdin. I lost touch with someone a long time ago, someone very important to me, and that was me. Through a series of events in my life over the past few years, I kind of lost myself. Some of it had to do with personal tragedies. Some of it had to do with my career, and just getting to a point where I had lost contact with me. And I went through a divorce this year. Actually, it was finalized on the trail, and I just needed to think, to rediscover, I guess, myself and the path that I was taking in life. I guess when you get to a certain age, you start realizing your mortality. I had some inner goals, personal goals, and I've accomplished them. So, in one sense, my hike was a success. I didn't go to Katahdin. I've only got maybe 600 miles to go, something like that. I'm not really sure. And my journey here has not ended here in Kent, Connecticut. A new chapter in that journey has just begun. And I have every intention, if the stars line up right, to returning to this trailhead and continuing to Katahdin, maybe next year. I actually ran into somebody that I had briefly met on the trail, a guy named G-Man. He's a section hiker, very insightful fellow from Virginia. And we kind of hooked up in Fort Montgomery by chance. I was coming back from the bagel store across the street from the hotel, and he just happened to be standing there in the parking lot. And I didn't even know he was staying there, but he was staying there at the same time I was. And we started chatting and hiking together, and he noticed something even after the first time he had met me, that there was something different, and I was deep in thought. And for about the past week, I've been waking up in camp and just feeling that I was finished. I was done. I had completed what I had set out to do. I had reached my inner goals. I was happy. I'm on a high right now. The trail changed me. You know, when you're out here for 4 or 5 or 6 months, every day, hiking, walking, you think. You have a lot of time to think and to sort things out. And that's the main reason I took this journey, was to sort things out. And I have. And the changes I've gone through are spiritual, mental, definitely physical, psychological, and I have found that person that I had lost for several years. And I'm anxious to go back to my family and hope they notice that change. This video journal was originally meant for my grandchildren, but I just decided to go public with it because I wanted to share my day-to-day experiences without going too deep into my reasoning at first, because I wanted to make sure that that was truly why I was out here on the trail, and it is. And I have a tremendous following of people that get it. They get why I'm here. And your encouragement and your support and your love and your kindness really helped me get through this. I met a lot of really great people on the trail. I've been to towns I would have never gone to had I not been here. And every single one of them left an impact on me. Every single person I met, some way more than others, made a definite impact on my life. And I've become friends with a few of those people. And I felt that I needed to explain my decisions to you. And I'm sure you understand that it's not about walking. I can walk. I could easily walk 500 more miles. It's just now it's different. It's something said, it's done. It's kind of like that movie Forrest Gump. You know, he had lost Jenny and his mom and Bubba, and you know, things were just getting out of control. He started to run one day. He just kept running and running and running and running. And then one day he said, for no particular reason, I just stopped. And I think I look at it like that. I woke up in the mornings for the last week, 10 days, thinking like, it's done. And it's hard to explain how I feel inside, but I think if you get me after these 4.5 months on the trail and these videos, that you'll understand that it's done for me. The goal, the hike's not done. I mean, Katahdin is a waypoint. It's the end. And this is not the end for me. And I intend, as a matter of fact, G-Man, the gentleman who's actually been with me for the last 4, 5, 6 days now, hiking with me, and been a great support. I told him, and he said he understood. He said, there's nothing wrong with making a section hike, you know? This is your hike. And I made the conscious decision to get off the trail at this point. I actually thought about it. I said, I'm going to get off in Kent. I'm going to make a video, and I'm going to talk to my support group on YouTube and tell them what's going on. I think I owe that to you. And if you can take anything from all this, remember that you know, the AT is magical. It's mystical, and it's a great place to rediscover how simple life can be and how easy life can be and how little you need to live that life materially. But it gives you an opportunity to just really get to know yourself because you're by yourself, and to make decisions and to just breathe and to decompress and to enjoy the challenges that are out there on the trail. Trail's not easy. It's hard. It's hard. It's fun, but it's hard. And I am just so grateful that I have accomplished what I set out to accomplish at this point in my life. And my family will understand this very well because they know me like nobody else. But I've changed. I'm a different person. I just feel whole again. So I am going to do a gear review because many of you have asked me to do that. I will do that when I get home. G-Man is a section hiker, and this was the end of his third section. He'll finish Katahdin starting here in Kent next year, next August, and he's invited me to join him. So I have that opportunity. If everything works out and lines up and I'm healthy enough, I may be right back here next August, and I'll walk to Katahdin. Hiking the Appalachian Trail is your hike. However you do it, you can walk backwards with 2 5-gallon buckets full of water if you want, and it's still your hike. You just get out there and do it. Section hiking is a good thing, especially for those who are working or on a limited budget. And so now I'm going to be doing my section hike to finish up the Appalachian Trail. I'll still be on YouTube. I'll be doing a lot of RV lifestyle and some local camping. I'm going back to North Carolina for a few months, back to my RV, back to where I started these videos. And I'm going to go see my family and my grandkids, my kids, my mom, my stepmom. And I'm just going to bask in this feeling for a while of accomplishment. I feel good. This was a pilgrimage to me. It was a pilgrimage to me, not necessarily in the religious sense that we think of a pilgrimage, but it was a personal pilgrimage to, and I'm not going to say chase demons. I don't like to use those terms. I'm not possessed. I don't have demons. I just needed to reconnect with me after many years of very stressful work and some personal tragedies that occurred in my life, very close personal tragedies that have occurred in my life in the last few years, and couldn't get my head wrapped around some of it. And this was the best therapy I thought was available. It wasn't free, but I just want to say to all of you how much I appreciate and love your support, your encouragement, your suggestions, even your criticisms. I want to be transparent. That was the entire purpose of this video journal, was to let people know the day-to-day experiences that one could feel, experience, and I want to express them this way to you. So if you can take anything from this, that's great. If I have touched or reached one person out there with my story, I've been successful. But it was really about me. I don't like to be selfish, but this was my hike. I needed this hike, and I'm where I want to be right now. And now I want to go home to my family. So I want to say a special thanks to a couple of people I met. Rand Man early on, who went out of his way to give me a ride in the winter out of Gatlinburg and hiked with me for a while. And I want to thank Chris. His name is Chris, Alex Cody. And that's my name too. I guess you could figure that out. We had the same name. He's the fellow that helped me in Warwick. I'll never forget what he did. Thank you very much, sir. Special thanks to Kathy T and Bob. Kathy has always been so encouraging, and we met purely by chance. And we hiked, we had lunch, we talked. She gets it. I know she gets it. And I want to thank both of them. Great husband. Bob's funny. He's a great guy too. And all these other people, the towns, the trail towns, and the people you meet are one of the biggest parts of the Appalachian Trail experience. And I look so forward to meeting people on the trail, off the trail, in trail towns, trail magic, and it impacts you to want to pay this forward, and I intend to do that. So if I've upset any of you because of my decision, I'm sorry you're upset, but I'm not sorry about my decision. I'm content. I'm happy. I'm on a high, and I want to leave the trail on a high. I just didn't want to keep walking to walk. Like I said, I woke up the other day in camp, and I talked to G-Man. I said, I want to tell you something. He goes, okay. I said, I'm done. I'm done. He says, are you hurt? I said, no, I'm a little sore, aches and pains, but no. I finished what I set out to do inside of me. I finished my hike. I finished this journey. And I want to thank all of you for coming along.